My
All right.
skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well.
Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show from Bothell, Washington. While Benny is in the studio in Bellevue, I'm actually doing Zoom today, so you can actually watch the show live on YouTube. Right, Benny?
Yeah, so basically you just didn't want to drive in the rain today.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that actually. I love the rain.
I know.
I really do. Although I don't think Charles has actually gone potty this morning. I've been trying to get him to go outside and he just looks at it. And so hopefully nothing happens.
So he's afraid of the rain. He forgot what it is.
I think he forgot. Yeah, because he doesn't usually care. Yeah, but yeah.
I'm sure he cares.
No, I mean, he doesn't care when I walk him if it's rainy.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, but today, either that or he snuck out there when I wasn't paying attention and he's already done his business. I don't know which is going on.
Gotcha. Great. Well, if you're just tuning in, we are live today. We have an open phone line and call-in show. If you'd like to join us, the number is 877-825-8828. That's the number for the show. 877-825-8828. And I apologize to all of our listeners already. I just put everyone on hold real fast in between two shows. Courtney's out on a well-deserved vacation.
Yes.
So I'm a one-man band here for Maurice.
Yes.
It works out okay. So just please be patient with me. I'm doing everything all I can do. So I'm just going to lock in our first caller. We're going to go to them and we'll just do a live reading and see who they are. So hi, you're live on the air with Marie. What's your name? Are you there?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, good. Hi, this is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks. Sorry about the quick putting you on hold right away, but you are the first one out of the gate.
That's okay. I could hear you guys talking. I just wasn't quite sure. I called in before. It was a little different. Thank you for being here. I am calling because I got fired on Friday. And
Yay!
and I knew calling in that you would say,
Yay!
Hey, I got fired. So I guess I was just, I'm actually so relieved. I took a management position about a year ago against my intuition, and I worked myself way too much. It affected my mental health and relationships and everything else. And anyhow, I also have been to a couple of your classes,
thanks, Amanda.
and if it sparks a memory, my best friend and I are growing some oysters. We started an oyster farm.
Yes, I remember. Yes. How's that going?
It's going well. The babies are growing. They're not ready.
Good.
They're not big enough yet to harvest. So we're still kind of doing some of the behind the scenes stuff there. But in the meantime, I've been thinking about possibly going into real estate, getting my real estate license and kind of doing that as a side gig and pursuing that. And I just wondered what you thought about that.
Well, luckily the Seattle market is still hot on the real estate, section of the economy, which is great. And so of course I'm not against it, but where's your joy? Have you even figured out how to find it, what it looks like, so that when you think about career paths, you can go, oh, that's what it is. There's my joy. I can feel it now, because I just don't feel it.
So I have a fine arts degree.
Okay.
And I've done a few other things besides that. I've always kind of tried to keep a studio, but I'm so busy doing other things in my life that I don't work on a lot of art, though I think about it a lot. I take pictures all the time. I find beauty in all sorts of things, and I love to be outside, but definitely in the last year I've really neglected myself, just working a salary job in the service industry, just being around. I'm gluten-free. I don't eat pizza and I don't drink beer. And I was just surrounded by that for the last year. So, I find joy in nature. I find joy when I'm creating and definitely hands on the earth, working in the garden.
Yeah. So believe it or not, there are going to be career paths that actually will be profitable in the things that you love. And I think what helps humans stay kind of disconnected from that, if that's a correct way to actually describe it, is because we just can't logically see it. So we just think, well, it doesn't exist. I can't do it. it's not going to be supported. It's, it's whimsical. It's not, more in that thought process aspect. But in reality, if you spend more time doing the things that you love, that bring you great joy, you're going to discover a pathway for you financially that's going to feed you exorbitantly, beautifully, exactly the way you want to be fed, probably beyond what you expected, if you continue to do things that bring you joy. So the real estate could be a flexible career. It could be something that there could be some creativity, especially if you get in the staging aspect of real estate too. That could be fun for you. But do your very, very best to follow the things that bring you joy. It actually will pay off, and quickly, not a decade from now. But you keep going, oh, that's not practical, I can't do that, or that's not going to work. I mean, look at the job I have. It's the weirdest job, I think, on the planet. I think it's a very weird job, personally. And it's financially wonderful, not to mention the fact that I love every moment of it. So don't get caught up in the logical pursuits of happiness. They don't exist. They exist in the pleasure and the fun. I want you to spend more time having fun. Again, the real estate job, of course, will give you some flexibility. Maybe you could get into the studio more often, but you also have your mind so fixated on making enough money out of fear that you're slowing down the wealth process. Money doesn't flow into our lives from a fear-based perspective. It flows in our life through a joy-based perspective. So how do you manage your relationship with money?
I don't feel too afraid. Right now I'm like, oh, I could not have a job for months, and I would be fine. I don't really have a whole lot of fear of money, because I've always figured something out in some way to make money. So it would be nice. Like, I've done a lot of different things working with
I know, and just tons of stuff,
and a ton of different things. So I don't. Yeah. There was a time when I was afraid of that, but I don't know if that's the fear. I think maybe it's more just of trying and, maybe failure.
Yeah. Although I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, because when I drew out your energy, you had, I'm going to just show our viewers a massive leak in the root chakra, which is an indicator of fear, and it can often be related to resources. So I know that you are scrappy and you can figure stuff out, but that's not the same thing as feeling financially free. Those are two different types of energy. And so here's what I'm going to suggest that you do, even if you go ahead and try the real estate license, which again, that could be a nice, flexible freedom thing that you get to do, where you have more independence. I want you to really pay attention to the way you look at money, the way you feel it. You should only look at it from a place of joy, whether it's opening up your wallet, grabbing your purse, opening up your bank account online, or opening up a piece of mail that is about your finances. You need to stop your energy, be very mindful of where it's vibrating, and vibrate it in a very positive, beautiful place of joy before you ever engage with wealth. That's extremely important. And that's a forever exercise. For everyone listening, that's what you have to do forever. You have to get happy before you take out a penny or a dollar bill out of your wallet, or a credit card or a debit card, every single time, because money is energy, and how you relate to it is going to allow it to either blossom in your life or have a kind of on and off, switch, or an off switch, depending. Most people worry about money, even people who have resources that maybe they inherited, or they just happen to have a high paying career that maybe they don't even like, but they still worry about it, which slows down the flow of even the amount of wealth they could attract in their life. So that's what I would work on.
Okay. And do you see the creative part of me, which is me, aligning that with my oyster business too?
Yeah.
Because I keep thinking how fun it would be to do the marketing, make the business cards. I mean, maybe I should just start working on that stuff right now, because I have the time.
I think that's a great idea. And yes, it's creative, it's fun, it's something that you created with a friend that you love on precious property. I mean, there's so much joy though. So maybe every single time you look at one of those baby oysters, you shift your energy before you look at it, so that you enhance its growth and its viability, so that when you deliver it to whatever places you deliver it to, they're going to love it. Oh, we want more of these oysters. Where did you get these? You know, kind of a thing. So yes.
Beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
And
all right.
do you have a what if question for me before we go?
Mm-hmm. What if I easily allow wealth to flood into my life? And anyone listening can use that what if question. What if I easily allow wealth to flood into my life?
All
Okay,
right.
Amanda.
Thank you so much.
You're
Marie.
welcome. Have a
Thank you,
good
Denny.
day.
You're welcome. Thanks much for calling into the show today. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take one more caller before our first break.
First break already? How does that happen?
It was a great call with Amanda. That's how we do things.
Okay.
Tammy from Portland. Welcome to the show, Tammy.
Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie. How are
Hi,
you?
Tammy. Oh my gosh, how are you?
I'm good, but I have a swollen left ankle, and
Oh
I'm
no.
trying to figure out what is causing it because
and can I tell our listeners who you are?
Well, sure.
Are you sure? You can say no, and I won't.
Oh no, totally
Okay.
fine.
So Tammy is one of the producers for AM Northwest, and so she has booked me.
Yeah, and it's my show going on right now, so I'm really.
Oh my gosh!
Shh, don't tell the boss.
Oh.
But I'm working from home, so I'm doing it.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in. So you hurt your ankle. Were you over exercising? You know, what's funny? I was thinking about you the other day, and
Really?
what a motivated exerciser you are, because you work out every single day, and you teach workout as well, correct?
Yes, but I'm not teaching right now.
Well, yeah, because you hurt your ankle because you do too much. Oh, and COVID.
Well, yeah. But so here's the deal, though. So
Yeah.
I went to a foot doctor, and she said nothing's wrong.
Oh, good.
And then I've been to an acupuncturist and 5 times, and it helps. And then I tape it, and it helps. And I've been to an energy healer, and that didn't help. But I just want to know what's causing it. Like, is there something that I'm doing that's causing it?
So great question. I'm so glad that, you went and modern medicine says we can't find anything wrong with it, which is great. I'm sorry it's not feeling better yet. It will, obviously. But the ankles are about not allowing the universe to support you. So you need to get...
I missed that, Marie. Can you repeat that? The ankles are about...
allowing the universe to support you.
Oh.
So you need to get out of the way and stop working so hard, because you are a very hard worker. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
You're probably one of the hardest workers I know. And the universe would love to help you, which means you could accomplish more, get stuff done sooner, move beyond your goals. But you have to let the universe help you, because you're not just a physical being, you're a being of light.
Right.
So how about we use this?
What does that look like?
Well, I don't want you to try to control it and paint a picture, because that's you working. Right. Let's just surrender and get out of the way and allow the universe to help you in a very beautiful and a profound way. Let's be surprised. Surprise in a good way. So let's practice a what if question. What if I get out of the way and allow the universe to help me in every area of my life?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. And then please just rest your ankle. Just rest it. You need the rest.
My ankle?
Rest your whole body.
No, I tried that for like 2 full weeks, and honestly, Marie, I felt horrible. Like I was very agitated.
Because you don't know how to rest. You don't. I know. You know what? One of the things I love about you is that you have even been able to, we won't go into the details of it, but you're so organized. Look at your gorgeous home. You're so organized. You can nail things down. It's amazing. You're incredible in so many ways.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, it's true. And you need to learn to relax. As an intuitive, I get more done in my relaxing phase. I get more impressions. I get more awarenesses. I can hear the divine. I can make better choices in my calm, relaxed state. So when you feel agitated, I just want you to sit there and tell yourself, what if everything's okay? What if I can love myself in this moment? Even when I just want to jump off the couch and do 10,000 things. What if I can just learn to rest here and be okay and let the universe teach me this beautiful and valuable lesson?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, well, that's way easier than I thought it was going to be. So
I can do that. Okay, great, great. And if you get bored, just give me a
Okay.
call. We'll chat on the phone.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks, Tammy, for joining the show today from Portland. 877.
Yes.
Yep, 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're at our first break of the hour, and we'll be right back with more from Marie. Okay, all clear.
Yay. Yeah. So Amy, I know people can hear us, but yeah, Tammy's lovely.
Oh, great.
She's the one who got me on AM Northwest. So yeah, it's very kind of her. Yeah.
Adorbs.
Adorbs. I'll be back on AM Northwest on the 17th, of course, from Bothell via Zoom. Yeah, so I'll be back on there. And actually, if you go to Helen, who is the host, if you go to her Facebook page, she's going to be collecting questions from her fan base, and I'm going to be answering them on the 17th on the telly. So you might want to go find Helen's fan book page from AM Northwest.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab a call here. Be right back.
Okay. I'll just drink my tea. Charles has crashed. I guess I should feel his bladder to make sure he actually emptied it. I don't know what he did or didn't do. Can you see Charles? There he is, crashed. Can you see him?
Yeah, doggy cam.
Yeah, he's just sound asleep.
A minute and a half here.
Okay, good. So it was so hot this whole past week.
I know. It's cooled down though. It's nice.
I know.
Can I actually have you pull up your camera just a little bit there?
It's my fault. I lowered it. Yeah. I mean, the rain is very, very refreshing, but it was too hot. So got to get out and go hiking. Maybe today if it doesn't pour.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. Okay.
I mean, it'll be cloudy and on and off throughout the day today. So.
Yeah, but I like that.
But if you're going hiking, be safe. It's slick.
Oh, okay. That's true.
For everyone listening out there who wants to go hiking today as well.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Okay.
We're just waiting for the commercials. Once the commercials pass, then we can go back to the phone line and answer people's questions. So everybody voted, I'm assuming, on Tuesday, right? Fun. So fun. I've never voted so close to the deadline. Like, I usually drop it off a week in advance or something. So I was like an hour in advance, and there were so many cars just like trying to get to the little drop box. Yeah, it's
important.
Crazy.
Everyone's getting their voice, or they want their voices to be heard. That's for sure.
That's right. I guess Governor Inslee did very well in the preliminary voting before we do the main voting in November for everybody in November. We're going to be voting for so many people in November.
All right.
Here we go. We're live here in Bothell and Bellevue, Washington. I'm at home with Zoom, and Benny's doing everything that Courtney does as well as his regular job. So who do we have on the phone lines?
Do I get extra pay or hazard pay for today?
You bet. Yeah,
yes.
I'll bring you cookies.
Yes. Oh, I haven't had the cookies in a while.
What kind do you want? What kind of cookies do you want?
It surprised me. You always do.
Really?
And they're always amazing. So you just
good.
Exactly. So we're good that way. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show if you're just tuning in. And we'll take Daisy, and she's calling in from Australia. So hi, Daisy.
Hi, Marie. Hi, Benny. Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Yes. How's Australia?
It's about 20 past 2 in the morning. So
oh, my gosh. Well, did you stay up for this, or did you put the alarm on?
I stayed up. This is the first time I've called in, so I'm a bit nervous. My heart is pounding.
Well, thank you so much. It's very kind of you to stay up so late. We're going to have a drink in your honor later on today. So, and Benny just gave a thumbs up on that one. He was very excited. So what can I do for you?
I have so many questions, but I guess, is there anything, I don't know, that's jumping out at you regarding me, or if there isn't, I guess just maybe some guidance about my career, maybe?
Sure. Well, first of all, I already drew out your energy. The only thing that really pops up for me is that there's a little bit of vacancy in your energy system. So the good parts are, and I'm just showing it here on the camera, you're taking beautiful energy into the crown and the root chakra, which is excellent. You have a tiny leak in the second chakra, which is very common these days. A lot of people are not doing all the fun things that they've done historically because of COVID. So there's just a tiny little leak here. But the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth chakra are not taking in energy. So there's just not as much vitality as there could be. The great news about the first and the seventh is those are powerhouse chakras. So you are taking in enough light for your anatomy and your physiology and all of that. But overall, you're not having that much fun is how I would describe it. Is that true?
Yeah, that would be true.
Yeah. And so you don't like your job?
I'm not really working at the moment. I've just...
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, I guess like I'm a creative person. And,
yeah.
I guess, I think of myself as an artist, like a multifaceted artist. But
yeah.
I guess employment hasn't been, well, I haven't had an amazing career or anything today.
Right.
But I guess one thing I wanted to ask you was that I'm kind of thinking of writing my life story, but I don't know if that's really something I should do because
I didn't hear that completely.
She says writing her life story, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, writing would be awesome for you. Have you ever thought about coaching others? Because you're very intuitive. You have a very strong intuitive bent. I think you can see people really well. I do think you're shy about it. You hold yourself back. You don't really offer your advice, which I think a lot of people in your life are missing out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't really see myself as a coach. I don't really have any interest in coaching people, but I do see myself kind of, I guess, sharing my wisdom by maybe telling my story or somehow being a storyteller or a communicator.
Well, and why don't you consider doing both? And really coaching could be that way. I want you to think of it as intuitive coaching, not just a regular coaching. And I love that you actually are kind of resistant about it, because most of the time the things that we are really good at and have a lot of natural ability, we have resistance towards. Because if we didn't have resistance, everybody would be in their most awesome career path. Everyone would be with their perfect partner if that's what they wanted. Everyone would be manifesting exactly what they desired if they didn't have resistance. So resistance actually is a sign. It's a sign to go, oh, I have resistance towards that. I think I need to go check that out a little bit more. So I think you're an excellent coach. I think you have very strong intuition. It's not going to look like a traditional coaching practice. I want you to think about it, research it a little bit, maybe practice with some of your friends or family who will be in awe of your natural wonder. And of course, go ahead and write this down as well. I mean, go ahead and write your life story down as well. I think that would be, it could be a whole, I think it's fun to have multiple aspects to a career. It's not just supposed to be about one thing. It's about reblossoming over and over and over and over again, right? Just allowing more of ourselves to expand. So would you consider it?
Do you see me singing?
If you want to sing, you can. It's not something that just jumped out at me. Obviously, you have a lot of talents from what you're sharing with me, but you have to put energy into it. You have to do things to make it happen. You're in a physical reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you tend to sit back and wait. You're a waiter. I think if we could get Tammy, you are. I think if we get Tammy's energy from Portland and your energy from Australia and switch them for a little bit, that would be awesome, because Tammy doesn't know how to sit down and you don't know how to always engage. Like, you have great ideas, but you just, you know. So I would love it if you put some energy into, I think here's another reason why I think coaching would be great for you is because it's going to give you the confidence that you lack. You lack the self-worth and the confidence to really plunge forward in whatever career path or career paths you would like to experience.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So that's what I'm suggesting.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Get some sleep, and thank you so much for calling in, and keep me posted. I want to hear what's going on.
No worries. Have a good day. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Daisy. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks very much for joining us from Australia. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're actually going to travel right on back to Portland area. We have Glenna now joining us. Hi, Glenna. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How are you guys?
We're good.
Great. How are you, Glenna?
I'm good. Thanks, Marie. Hey, I just want you to know what a catalyst for transformation you've been in my life.
Aww.
I mean, completely.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you're able to get things to change for yourself. That's fantastic news. That's wonderful.
Yeah, thanks. I moved from Seattle 8 months ago, and I'm doing my dream job. I get to work in the hospital working with deaf patients, interpreting sign language.
Oh, wow. That's so fun. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. And also, I'm doing an astrology practice as much as I want, and it brings me a lot of joy. So,
oh my gosh.
Also, listening to your show brings me a lot of joy.
Well, thank you so much. What a fun job. Look at all the fun things. That's what I mean when people allow their natural abilities to come forward. It just keeps blossoming. You do another project, and then you do this over there, and then you're never bored. You just keep getting
exactly right.
Yeah. You just keep getting inspired.
Today I'm calling because I was in the hospital and I got a stabbing pain in my right upper quadrant, and fortunately I was right there, so I could get someone to come in and replace me, and went down to the ER, and it's a gallstone, and he also said I have fatty liver, which, I've been eating a lot of rich food and drinking alcohol and that kind of stuff, but especially during this time. So just want your insight into, please help me know what to do. And also I'd love you to check my energy.
I already drew out your energy. You do have a leak in the root chakra, which can be an indicator of a health issue as well, right? So the root chakra governs several different things, but look at all the rest of them. Not as much energy moving into the 7th, but it is moving in, and the 6th and the 5th and the 4th and the 3rd and the 2nd. So you have more chakras taking in, more than the average person even, than this release. But we want this release to go away. I don't want you to worry about the fatty liver, but I would love it if you start drinking some warm water first thing in the morning with a fresh squeezed lemon. That will decompress the gallbladder and help it, which will then start to help take away the inflammation throughout the whole channel from the bile duct all the way to the liver. And yes, you have to stop drinking for a while. Hello.
Okay. Darn it.
Yeah. No. And I would love for you to investigate. Why do I feel like I have to have a drink? I'm not against drinking. I drink very little. And I can always tell because I open up my refrigerator and there's still like a 6-pack of, something in there, because I drink maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks, like one thing of something. I mean, right. So let's keep it. You need to stop for a while. Your liver is saying stop. I would do some natural detox, like milk thistle. I would also consider reading Dr. Diodama's book, Eat Right for Your Type. Excellent book, because it will decrease inflammation, and that fatty liver is just inflammatory response.
Okay. Do you think there's anything related to the thyroid? I had some nodules on my thyroid and I just haven't had a recheck.
Yeah, your thyroid doesn't show up for me at all. Even when I go back to look at it, it doesn't even slightly pink up, which is great. So obviously the nodules were benign. I would go for the recheck, of course, to make sure that they're not growing. Sometimes people, when they get nodules, they can inflame and then go back, right? So so it doesn't show up for me at all.
Okay, great. Well, this is perfect. I've already been doing what you're suggesting.
Good. You can have
I just started. That'll help.
You can have a celebratory drink in about 1.5 years.
Oh God, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That'll help.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, Marie, thank you. I love
You're
you guys. Have a
welcome. We
great
love
day.
you too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Glenna, for joining us from the Portland area.
Fun.
877-825-8828 is the number for the show. And let's see here. We'll take Kim now calling in up here, the local area in Seattle. It's Federal Way, though, this time. So, Kim, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. And I am a long-time listener, and it's so exciting speaking with you. And I want to thank you for all the work that you do.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Is this your first time calling in?
It is.
Wow.
I'm nervous.
I know. I get nervous too. I, of course, have a few readers in my life, and I get nervous before they read for me. So what can I do for you?
Well, I am just wondering, I have gone to doctors, and I've been trying to figure this stuff out, and I've had blood tests, and I'm having aches and pains and all these weird things, and there's nothing.
Well,
nobody can find anything. I'm wondering if you see anything.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is, but this is good news, right? This is good news. There's nothing that you've created in your body that can be detected by conventional medicine. Yay! That's really great news. I think it's hormonal. That's what I think.
Okay.
So what I always recommend for hormones, and if you want to do anything beyond this, I always recommend to see a naturopath anyway, because they may have better ideas than I do, of course, because they're educated in the field. I recommend feeding your adrenal glands, because the adrenal glands are the powerhouse for your entire endocrine system. So they feed the female reproductive hormones, the thyroid gland, the hypothalamus, everything is connected. Even your insulin production is basically like pumped, at least initially, by the adrenals. So if you feed your adrenals, then the rest of the hormones start to balance out. So I would recommend that you find some formula, even a formula with maca root in it, because maca root feeds the female reproductive hormones. So that's what I would recommend that you do. Find a great formula, start taking it. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
And do you see anything else with the rest of my energy, or does it look okay?
Yeah, you have, no, I'm going to show the picture right now. So your seventh chakra is taking in energy, your sixth, that means your third eye, you're very intuitive. Your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your root chakra, you have a pass through from the second and the third, which means that it's not a traditional leak. It just means the energy is moving in, but it's not staying and really rejuvenating you, and then it's moving through. So I would recommend that you, this is just about the immune system and your reproductive organs. So I think once you start to feed those adrenals, and stop worrying. I mean, your guides have been yelling at you, stop worrying, and you're just not listening. It's like, where's the next specialist? I just have to find the right doctor. There's something wrong. What's wrong is that, unfortunately, modern medicine hasn't really studied the female reproductive system in a really healthy way. So when you reduce hormones, it can affect your joints, it can affect your equilibrium, it can affect your sleep, it can affect obviously your adrenal glands, everything.
That's everything.
Right.
That's me.
Most things that women complain about in their 40s and 50s, because by the time you get towards your late 50s, most hormones kind of balance out in a way. But imagine if you were supporting your adrenal glands, you would never have to go through such shifts. You know what I mean? Your body would adjust more naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for listening for all these years. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Kim, for joining us from the Federal Way area. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. And we'll take one more before our last hour our last break of the hour. I should get that the other way. And that's Anna from Canada. So hi,
Great.
Anna. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we're great. Thank you. How are you, Anna?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Is this your first time calling in?
It is. So I'm a little nervous because I've never done it before.
Right. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? You call this lady on the phone who's going to tell you something about yourself that,
I know. And I'm always a little bit on edge. I'm calling because I have two kids right now during COVID in school, and they're 16 and 17, and I've probably worried more about them now than I have ever in the past, and I just want to make sure they're going to be okay. And really questioning all of my career because of that.
Yeah. Well, here's the great news about COVID. It's not, great for everyone, obviously, but for some people, it has put them on a little bit of pause. And if they're thinking about their career path or other things in their lives, they have this opportunity to reevaluate, rethink, to reboot their own life. So this is a wonderful time to be doing that. I'm so glad your children are so close in age, because I do think the population that is the most affected, and we're not talking about health right now, but just in general, is the teenagers who are used to this very active social life, right? That's teenagehood. And so I'm so happy your kids are in the same age range, because then they can just bother each other and tease each other and, play with each other and kind of drive each other crazy, but that's okay. I think they're perfectly fine. Your family has this lovely nest, like you're really taking care of each other right now. And I think the kids are fine. It's something they'll talk about in their, 20s and 30s and beyond. Kind of like the depression in the 1930s, it's something your kids will talk about later on in life.
But my son has really withdrawn, and he's at home, probably like every other 17-year-old boy. And I just worry that he's not going to want to go back to school or do anything like that.
Well, the good news is, if that happens, there'll be some great online program that he can finish out. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see any reason for you to worry about your kids. They're safe, they're well, they're loved, they're cared for. And I will tell you this, worrying about him actually doesn't help him on an energetic look. Okay. So maybe, why don't you try for a week? Because I love to do experiments. I think that's fun, so that we can prove to ourselves that if we change our thoughts or our patterns, are we going to see a difference, right? Like, because that's important to have that evidence in your awareness. How about for the next week, you don't worry about him, and every time you look at him, you just think of something very positive, even if it's unrelated, something happy and fulfilling and positive, and see if he starts to open up a little bit more, because I think he will. Because you're glaring at him so much, he's annoyed. He's like, ugh, just staring at me again. Ugh, I'm just going to put my hood over my head and walk away. That's what he's thinking.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So does that answer your question? Yeah.
Do you see a change in my career?
I think this is the time for you to make a change. And I actually like your career. I don't know what you do. I like it. But it's okay if you don't have passion for it, because you really are meant to have passion in your career path. It's really important.
Okay.
Okay.
And do you see my energy? How is my energy?
Yeah.
Like, feeling a little low.
Everything looks great. You're taking in energy in every chakra. You do have 2 pass-throughs similar to our last caller, but you're even taking in more energy into the crown. So the pass-through, again, is just not enough energy being stored in the 2nd and the 3rd chakra, but the rest of your chakras are infused beautifully. That's what I mean. Nothing's wrong. Your life is great. You're very lucky. Your kids are healthy. Your family's well. Stop worrying and complaining. What a waste of energy.
Okay.
Okay?
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Anna, for joining us from Canada. And 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're at our last break of the hour. We're going to take that right now, but you have a chance to get in for the show. And, might as well do it now. So we'll be right back with more from Marie. Okay, darling, all clear.
Great. Okay. Charles, I hope you went to the bathroom. I guess I shouldn't worry, huh? He's just looking at me like, I'm not going outside. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stuff. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think it stopped raining. I don't hear it.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, Charles, we'll go for a walkie-walkie after the show. Last night, he seemed so tired. He was in bed before his normal bedtime. And I hadn't taken him for a second walk. So I said, do you want to go night-night, or you want to go for a walkie-walkie? And he just jumped out of bed as fast as he could and started acting the way he is right now. Charles, you want to go for a walkie-walkie, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'll take him for a long walk after the show. After the show, you have to wait like 18 more minutes. Uh-oh. Okay, 18 more minutes, and then you can go on a walk. We hope everyone is staying healthy out in the world, and that you're finding wonderful things to do with your life, and you're rebooting yourself, and that you are discovering your magnificence with every breath you take. That's what we're hoping everyone is experiencing right now in the world, as we all reboot and reevaluate who we are and what we're doing. Right, Charles? Yeah, Charles is just always going to eat dog food. Oh, and people food, and go for walks and take naps, right? That's just your life. Chase cats around the house. Yeah. That's just his life. It's a good life. Yeah. That shampoo still smells good. Okay. So are the boys going to have online instruction when they go back
so
to
far,
school?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's great.
They're going to start the year like that. And I mean, for me, it doesn't really affect me all that much because, I mean, I'm still at work.
Yeah.
You know, during the first part of the section. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. It's more that, Lindsay and their mom has to deal with the after stuff because she has to go to work. So there's a switch.
Right.
But I think it's better because it's not where most parents are leaving for work at the same time and coming back at the same time.
You guys can figure it out together.
There's a slide over in between, which I think makes it easier for us.
It does. Well, especially since you two aren't together, right. So you don't miss each other, you know, in your slide over.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Works out.
I think that's how I stayed married for so long. We always worked opposite shifts. That really worked, because I probably would have killed him otherwise. No.
All right, here we go.
750kknw.com.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri. And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in Seattle. And we know that those of you on YouTube can hear us when we're on break. So just a few little jokes, nothing serious. So who do we have on the phone lines?
Yeah, we'll take now Katie calling in from Poplar Grove, Illinois. So hi, Katie.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hi, Katie. How are you? We are lovely. Thank you. What can we do for you?
Good. Okay, so I had two questions. The first one is regarding my skin. I have been getting these little bumps. It's almost like shoulder acne. And I just moved from California across country, and my diet's changed, and my daughter is 15 months old now. So I guess I'm just wondering how do I clear this? Is it hormonal? What is it?
Well,
I've tried everything.
Yeah, I think you have to let go a little bit and relax. I think your body is adjusting to a lot. And the skin is governed by the seventh chakra. You're taking beautiful energy into your seventh chakra, so that's great. But you literally, you moved into a completely different socially organized place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so different.
Completely.
Yeah, and so I just think you're getting comfortable with being who you are in your skin in a new place because you actually have a little bit more freedom. In fact, you're not sure what to do with that freedom. You're a little overwhelmed, oh my gosh, I could be whoever I want and say whatever I want. And you know what I mean? Yeah. It's kind of crazy. So I'm not worried about your skin, honestly. Just think about it. It's you're transitioning and your skin's just showing you, babe, we're not done yet. We're not done. This is all good. I don't think there's anything incorrect that's happened here. If that would be a way for us to describe it. You do have some leaks in your energy though, the heart chakra, the third and the second. So did you leave a lot of family behind in Illinois?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's hard. Would you agree?
Yeah. It has been really hard actually.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's really hard. Are they going to come visit anytime soon? Or
yes, they are.
Good. Yeah. Good. Okay, great. Yeah. So who knows? Some of them might move to California.
Do you mean they might move to Illinois?
Oh, you moved from California to Illinois.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, okay. All right.
But everything you said was true.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Thanks for the clarification. Yeah.
Thank goodness my reading's accurate, even though my geography was off. Yeah. So you're right. They're not going to move to Illinois. They're not going to.
No, but actually, that's funny that you brought that up because my dad moved here.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. But so it's just, you're going to have a lovely time with your family. I think you made an excellent move, even though I thought it was the opposite. But you did, it was a great move for you, a really great move for you. You have a sunny disposition. And I think when you live in certain states, they also have a sunny disposition. And so that's nice for you to have that all around you. Would you agree?
people in a sunny disposition.
Yeah, like it's nice
And
for you
around
to
the
have
people
that.
around your life.
Yeah.
In the position.
Yeah, it's absolutely critical. I feel like I think having people around me with sunny dispositions is very fueling.
Yeah,
to
it's
my
good
energy.
for you.
So
yeah, it's really good for you. Yeah, so I'm not worried about your skin. I know that's not very helpful, but just wait. It's going to go away. Just relax. Cry when you need to about your family, but enjoy them while they're there with you. And just value and appreciate how happy and free you're feeling now, which means it's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Thanks, Marie. Bye-bye.
Sure. Yeah, I've been to Chicago a few times. I've taught a couple times for Healing Touch in the lovely state of Illinois. And the people are so friendly. I mean, wow. Super, super, super friendly. Yeah.
Reaching out, big hugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's now take Susan. Susan is actually calling in from Germany. We've got a whole two different countries today we're reaching into. Susan, are you there?
Yes, hi.
Hi there.
Hi, Susan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, that's so funny. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you. Is this your first time calling into the show?
Yes, I'm calling from the Black Forest area in Germany.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. How is Germany?
Yes. Oh, it's okay. We are doing quite well with the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are aware of your success. Congratulations.
Yeah, but people, because we were so successful, people are not, now they think that it's fake.
Oh, well, you know.
Which is so stupid.
They'll get a surprise.
We have to wear our
then.
masks in shops and everybody does it, so that's okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Well, I just like to have an energy readout, and I'm interested in how many guides I have.
Okay. So you have 7 guides, and 7 is a highly spiritual number. You're very spiritual. Your 7th chakra would tell me that. I drew it out, and of course, Charles is trying to eat the paper. So you have beautiful energy right here moving into the top of your head. Very intuitive, gorgeous, stunning energy here. Energy moving into the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd, and oh yeah, not the 1st. You got a leak in the 1st chakra and a pass through in the 2nd. So you are concerned about the virus, actually, and I just want you to not be concerned. Just try, just do your part, but don't worry about everybody else, and just try not to take it personally if people aren't acting appropriately based on science. Just stay in your own lane about that. That's what I would recommend, especially since your country is doing so incredibly well.
I'm a biology teacher, so I'm,
Oh, of course. I know. I'm a nurse, so I totally understand. I stopped seeing clients in person in March, and still people ask me, when are you going to see clients again? I go, next year, maybe? I don't know, but no time soon, because I have so many clients who are very ill, so I can't put them at risk as well as my own health, right? So, so your energy looks excellent. It's vibrant. It's beautiful. Looks stunning. And then you have this little bit of a pass through, and that's just that place where you're not getting enough of your joy. So what are some of the things that make you happy, make you feel happy?
My dogs.
Ah, I can relate to that.
Marie too? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 dogs, yeah.
What kind?
Border collies.
Oh, they're very smart dogs, by the way. Those are really smart
and they're
dogs.
search and rescue dogs, so they're really good.
Oh, that's lovely. So maybe just spend more time with the dogs, going for more walks and hikes, and just can you do that, or are you doing enough of that?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
I think the joy part, my dad died half a year ago, and there was a lot of work to do because he still had a business and stuff.
Oh.
I think that took away a bit of the joy because my dad and I were very close.
As soon as I couldn't see your father before, but as soon as you mentioned him, I could see him, and he had a big personality. Your dad did. He was very well loved and liked, very well loved and liked. And he did not like what was happening in the world, by the way. It did not make him happy at all on several fronts. It's like he tells me, he goes, I got to a certain age in my life. He goes, I didn't expect to be disappointed with the world. And he was disappointed with it. So he tells me he is happy that he's on the other side because he doesn't have to think about the human reality. But he goes, he calls you honey or some type of word that's like honey. And he goes, I go on walks with you every day. I spend a lot of time with you, and I have no plan to not do that as long as you're on earth. He said, so think of me walking with you whenever you're out and about in nature. Just think of me walking with you, because I will be walking with you.
Oh, this is so beautiful, because I miss him.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy. You were so lucky to have him as your dad. What a great father, a great person overall. You know, a little.
My oldest son and I are continuing with some of his business. I think he would like that.
Yeah, well, he does say, just do the stuff that makes you happy. He goes, don't work so hard, because, you know, you can be a workaholic like he was.
I know.
Don't do that. Yeah, so he only wants you to do what makes you happy. He doesn't have the same ties that he had before to his work, but he just wants you to do what makes you happy.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought him up.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you brought him up. Thank you. He loves you to pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Well, have a beautiful day in Germany.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Susan, for joining us. That's a wonderful call. And all the way from Germany, we're hitting different countries today, Marie.
We are. Canada, Australia, Germany, and then, of course, the U.S.
All over, yes. And we'll stay here local, technically, but we're going to go to Tucson, Arizona. We have Mary standing by. So, Mary, welcome to the show.
Thank you, and thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Of course, Mary. What can I do for you?
At the end of May, my best friend was diagnosed with bulbar ALS.
Oh, okay.
And she's done a lot of research. She was able to get an appointment with the top ALS doctor in Philadelphia after a 2-month wait.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, they didn't have her tests when she had her appointment.
Interesting.
But, yeah, most of all, I'm wondering, she's in Cape May, New Jersey, and we're in Tucson. And my husband and I have suggested to her that we would love for her to come here and we would take care of her till the end.
Yeah.
But we're not sure if being here would be in her best interest, or staying in New Jersey, that she would get better care through that whole system.
Have you thought about visiting her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We go back every year, except with the virus, we couldn't see her this year.
I know.
We're very close.
That's the challenging part. And with Arizona's increase in the virus and her immune system, so, you know, challenging right now.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting, of course, that type of exchange. However, you guys get to make those decisions yourselves, right? You guys get to decide. She gets to decide what makes her happy and where she would like to be and who she wants to be with. That's the most important thing. But here's what I would recommend. ALS is energetically, it's complicated, obviously, from a medical perspective, but even from an energetic perspective, it's a complicated disease. But it's about not letting go. So a lot of people who get Lou Gehrig's disease or whatever various forms of it are very controlling, you know, which could be more internally for some versus externally, but they may not choose a lot of personal happiness. They may do a lot of things out of responsibility. And I would ask her to just really mess up as much as possible, like have a lot of fun, make a lot of mistakes or what she would consider as mistakes, because that could add years to her life and not the normal, you know, diagnosed time period, which is usually within a year, right? Most people succumb to the
with this type.
Right. So that's.
Can you see her chakras?
I can see her. Yeah, I can see her. Her chakras have been pretty assaulted. This came out of left field for her. She didn't expect this. It's completely shocking for her. She's got such a practical mind too, which I love about her. I love that aspect because she's going, wow, you know, this could be the end. What do I want to do? Where some people never get to even think that way because they're so terrified. I would love for her to play, make a lot of mistakes. Anything can actually heal, by the way. Anything actually can. I do think some people choose certain diseases because they want to leave their bodies and go off to the other side. And that could certainly be something that she wants to do. But what if she added a decade onto her life? And what if it was full of fun and joy and pleasure? At least a decade. Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be amazing. What's ironic is, since we were young, she's always said she didn't want to live to be old.
Yeah, well, She's getting her wish coming true right now. But guess what? You can change your mind whenever you want to. You can change whatever you think whenever you want to. You can change your belief system whenever you want to. So let's have her have a lot of fun and make what she would consider mistakes and see what happens to her neurological system. Okay?
Thanks a million. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you could just write into the website and let me know who you are, there might be an alternative method that I might know about. I just will have to look into my records and see what I can find. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for calling in, and I'll be sending tons of light to everybody listening on the show, of course.
That's right.
That's
right.
Everyone.
We got to wrap it up there, Marie.
I know. We have to go. Okay. Well, we wish everyone joyful blessings. Thank you, Benny, for taking such good care of us. And thank you, Charles, for all the kisses during our live show. If you need more, go to energyintuitive.com. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Perfect. All clear. Nice job.
Thanks, Benny. That was fun.
That was
I loved
awesome.
it. Yeah, I loved it.
Okay. Well, you have a good rest of your day.
Okay. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.